I bought 4D guns for my action figures. I saw these on Wish.com and thought they were pretty cool, so I bought 2 of them, hoping I'd get 2 of the nice sniper rifles. When the package arrived, I was excited to open it and found that I got 3 rifles that are not sniper rifles. But that's okay. They're pretty cool. Let's go over them one by one, and I'll tell you about them. This first one is an AKM with a PG-25 grenade launcher. The assembly was pretty good. It went together really well. Nice quality. The stock folds in, and it stays in place pretty well once folded. The rest of the gun is pretty well made. The sight slides onto the Picatinny rail, although it doesn't really stay in place very well. You might have to add glue. But the thing I like about the stock is when it's open in place, it stays in place pretty well. It snaps in. The magazine comes out. And there's some bullets that slide into the magazine. You can actually pull these out if you want. The overall construction is pretty cool. It's not really loose. You could actually take off the grenade launcher. This had a grenade thing that went into the front. I thought it looked kind of lame. Pretty disappointed that the sight doesn't stay on the Picatinny rail. That's okay. Once snapped together, it stays in place pretty well. I was pretty impressed. You could detach the grenade launcher. Comes off pretty easily. And the tactical light also will come off pretty well, or pretty easy. I think it's a pretty good quality gun. You can still pull it apart, and if you wanted to put it in a smaller case, I think that'd look pretty cool. I think it'd be pretty cool to have a custom case designed for these. You could probably glue this all into place if you wanted it to stay and didn't want to pull them apart. Pretty nice gun. Fits in my G.I. Joe's hands pretty nicely. The scale's like right on. I think it looks really nice. Has plenty of places you could put a sling on, so he could sling it over his shoulder. Not too bad. I liked it. This is the MG62 General Purpose Machine Gun. That's the best I could tell what it is, if I got that right. If not, you could let me know in the comment section. The assembly on this one was a little different. The gun itself had more pieces to assemble. After it was put together, it was nicely made. Really good construction. I really liked it. This part comes off still if you wanted to break this gun down into a smaller piece. I think this gun looks rather sci-fi. Has a Picatinny rail. Has a mounting for like a tripod or bipod. This piece always falls off. Some of these guns, I think you will have to glue pieces on to keep them on. Otherwise, they're pretty cool. This had this bullet thing, and the instruction set showed it coming out of that end, which didn't make sense to me, since it has a drum magazine. I think it's a pretty cool gun. I think it has a tactical light here. I don't know, maybe. A couple iron sights. Pretty fierce looking gun. I wanted to see if the sight would fit on the Picatinny rail, and it doesn't look like it's cross-compatible. Then the grenade launcher, there's no part to put it, or the tactical light. That's okay. I think this gun would look better mounted on a defense area. Fits in my G.I. Joe's hands pretty well. Has kind of a strange stock to it, but doesn't seem to interfere with his grip. Pretty fierce looking gun. I still think it looks very sci-fi looking. If I'm not mistaken, they used one of these guns for some of the guns on Star Wars. Correct me if I'm wrong. This last one is, from what I can tell, a Benelli M1 Super 90 shotgun. This one is pretty nice. It went together fairly easy. No problems with the instructions. I still like that you could pull this apart and break it down into smaller pieces. So if you wanted to store this into a custom case, I think that'd be cool. That's what I kind of like about these guns, is that you could disassemble them, even if you wanted to use them to gunsmith your own, or make your own weapons. The shotgun shells fit into a piece on the side here. They seem to hold pretty well. The pump actually works on this with an attached tactical light. Even has a port where the shells would eject, and you can take these shells out and put them in there, which I think is pretty cool if you wanted to add some realism. I noticed that with this clip, some of the shells fit tighter than others, but if you push them down, they seat pretty well in the clip holder, or the shell holder. Really nice looking shotgun. I like the tactical light that's connected to the pump. And I noticed that the barrels are bored out. They're not just, flat plastic. And sure enough, on the other ones, they're bored out as well. I think that adds more realism to these 1/6 scale guns. It fits in my Joe's hands pretty well. No problems with him gripping a pretty fierce looking shotgun, I think. I think this one would look really cool with a sling. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with these guns. I was kind of hesitant on buying them, but $1.90 for 2 guns wasn't too bad of a deal. It took a little while to get to my house. It was shipped from China, of course. Overall, I'm pretty impressed. I like them. Kind of disappointed that I didn't get the sniper rifles, but I did get some nice other rifles to use with my adventure team. Thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It really helps this channel out. Follow me on social media. If you want to help this channel out, support me on Patreon. I really appreciate it. Drop a comment in the comments section. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to collect, inspire, and create. See you in the next one.